Hey friends, so I am just here in my room getting ready for the day. I wanted to show you another beach wave tutorial because I have different curling irons that create different looks. So this one is probably by far my favorite curling iron. This is the Bio-Ionic long barrel 1 1/4 inch. So the other one I showed you guys, I don't know if y'all watched it, it was the Nano Titanium curling iron. I use this one a lot too, but the barrel is shorter. Can you see the difference? This one's a lot longer. Um, it's great for hair extensions, which majority of my clients have, and me, of course, obviously. So I love to use it because I can get all of my hair onto the barrel at once. And my favorite thing about this curling iron is the texture of it is like really, really soft, so it really smooths the hair out really well. As you can see, like me blowing out my hair, it still has a little bit of a wave to it, and it's just kind of a little bit crazy. So I usually run over it with the curling iron once, and then I go in and curl it. And this curling iron, since it is really long, it creates more of like an elongated curl. So you can see these are kind of they kind of look like dreads right now because I take, 1 1 inch sections and I curl it, and I pull it straight, and so it elongates the curl. It gives it more of like an actual wave and less of a curl. So I feel like some girls, consider beach waves to be just like normal curls but kind of messy with texture. I think these are a little bit more actual beach waves where it's like your hair is wavy and it's curled, but it's like it doesn't look like you like went through with a curling iron and made it like a bouncy curl. So I'm going to show you guys kind of how I do this side of my hair. I know I've gone through this with you before, but this one, it's a little bit different just because this curling iron is longer and the texture is a little different, and it does create definitely more of like an elongated wave, and it's not so bouncy. So as you can see, I went through this with you guys before on kind of starting at the top, rolling your way down the curl and dropping it. That is honestly the key to creating those messy waves. And then also with this curling iron, and any one that you use works as well, kind of smoothing out the ends with your curling iron. So you can see I'm going through like this, dropping it, dropping it, dropping it, and then pulling straight. Because that's what creates these kind of longer waves and less of it like sticking out like a bouncy curl. It smooths it out and straightens it, so it's definitely more beachy. Because let's be honest, when we go to the beach, our hair is usually chaotic and not something we want to uh, usually recreate. I guess it just depends on your hair texture. With me, mine is psycho curly and it is cannot be tamed. So beach waves are more of a hairstyle that I just have kind of made up because my actual beach hair is crazy. So I don't know about y'all, but some of you guys might have really cute waves when you're at the beach, which is great because me, not so much. So again, I told you guys the top of my hair is very, very fine and thin. So where my extensions are, I don't rotate directions on the top layer of my hair because it's so fine, so thin. I don't want it to show my hair extensions. So I curl those all the same direction. But when I get down to here where my extensions are, I start rotating directions because that again will also separate the waves and make it so they don't stick together. Having them stick together makes it more of like a uniform look, and that's not really what we're going for here. We're going for kind of unkept, I did this on purpose, woke up like this type hair. You could honestly even do this way messier than me, but I want this to last me a few days, so I usually do it kind of a little more, not perfect per se on the first day, but more like well done, I guess, the first day, because then I just sleep on it and I just continue to brush it out. I don't always fix it with heat because that makes my life a whole lot easier when I do not use heat on it, and just kind of go through and brush it. But so yeah, down here I'll kind of rotate directions, grab the curls. If it's a thicker piece, then I'll kind of let it sit like this for a sec, but make sure you're dropping the section because that will make it more messy and more beachy. So yeah, as I'm moving down here, I wear all my hair forward. I don't know if all of you guys do, but I don't have enough space on my head to have a ton of hair extensions. So I just have 1.5 rows, which is still a ton for me. So I like having all of my hair forward so you can see that I have like long hair and I don't wear any of it behind me. So Getting to the last part of it, right here. And then I will finger through it and show you guys kind of what it looks like at the end. It's definitely more messy than the previous tutorial I've given you guys. So this one I think is more for people that are in a hurry, have long hair, want a little bit more like unkempt and messy. So you could take even bigger sections than me if you wanted it even messier. But I think it creates more of like every hair strand is wavy if you do smaller sections and kind of make it look like dreads like this and let it cool off for a sec. And I blow dried it with like heat protectant and volumizer and smoothed it out first because my hair's crazy again. But yeah, see, I basically just like kind of comb through it with my hands like this. Again, I wear all my hair forward, so I don't know if you could totally flip it over and finger through it with your hands. That works too. With a lot of my clients, I'll finger through it and then grab my wet brush and kind of brush the ends so it makes it a little bit more like fluffy. So and then I grab my trusty do-over. As you guys know, this is my fave. I spray a little bit more into my natural hair because my natural hair has texture, but I want it a little bit more like kind of frothy like this. You want that kind of texture up at the top where it's like messy and it's like a little bit of bedhead, but it's like still pretty. You want that beach hair, girls. All about that beach hair. So this is the finished product. You see how it's really like wavy and not like, oh hi, my hair is curled and like perfect curls, which a lot of my like done up extension girls I do in a little bit more of the perfect curls just because for Instagram purposes it's kind of what we look for. But I'm gonna start doing a lot more of like the messy frothy waves because it's just so fun. So yeah, there you go. There are my waves. If you guys have any questions, please message me. I would love to hear from you. Any other questions on products, or I can link the curling iron below if you're interested in buying that. It's my favorite by far I've ever used. You guys would love it. So yeah, ask me any questions, and thanks for watching.